The Second Bulgarian Empire was a medieval Bulgarian state that existed between 1185 and 1396 or 1422. A successor to the First Bulgarian Empire, it reached the peak of its power under Tsars Kaloyan and Ivan Asen II before gradually being conquered by the Ottomans in the late 14th and early 15th centuries. It was succeeded by the Principality and later Kingdom of Bulgaria in 1878. Until 1256, the Second Bulgarian Empire was the dominant power in the Balkans, defeating the Byzantine Empire in several major battles. In 1205, Emperor Kaloyan defeated the newly established Latin Empire in the Battle of Adrianople. His nephew Ivan Asen II defeated the Despotate of Epirus and made Bulgaria a regional power again. During his reign, Bulgaria spread from the Adriatic to the Black Sea and the economy flourished. In the late 13th century, however, the empire declined under constant invasions by Mongols, Byzantines, Hungarians, and Serbs, as well as internal unrest and revolts. The 14th century saw a temporary recovery and stability, but also the peak of Balkan feudalism as central authorities gradually lost power in many regions. Bulgaria was divided into three parts on the eve of the Ottoman invasion. Despite strong Byzantine influence, Bulgarian artists and architects created their own distinctive style. In the 14th century, during the period known as the Second Golden Age of Bulgarian culture, literature and art flourished. The capital city Tarnovo, which was considered a new Constantinople, became the country's main cultural hub and the center of the Eastern Orthodox world for contemporary Bulgarians. After the Ottoman conquest, many Bulgarian clerics and scholars emigrated to Serbia, Wallachia, Moldavia, and Russian principalities, where they introduced Bulgarian culture, books, and Hesiastic ideas. Nomenclature. The name most frequently used for the empire by contemporaries was Bulgaria, as the state called itself. During Kaloyan's reign, the state was sometimes known as being of both Bulgarians and Vlachs. Pope Innocent III and other foreigners such as the Latin Emperor Henry mentioned the state as Bulgaria and the Bulgarian Empire in official letters. In modern historiography, the state is called the Second Bulgarian Empire, Second Bulgarian Tsardom, or the Second Bulgarian Kingdom to distinguish it from the First Bulgarian Empire. An alternative name used in connection with the pre-mid-13th century period is the Empire of Vlachs and Bulgars. Variant names include the Vlach Bulgarian Empire, the Bulgarian Wallachian Empire, or the Romanian Bulgarian Empire. The latter name was used exclusively in Romanian historiography. However, Arabic chronicles from the XIIth century had used only the name of Wallachia instead of Bulgaria and gave the Arabic coordinates of Wallachia and specified that Wallachia was named Alawalak and the dwellers Ulukit or Ula. Background. In 1018, when the Byzantine Emperor Basil II conquered the First Bulgarian Empire, he ruled it cautiously. The existing tax system, laws, and the power of low-ranking nobility remained unchanged until his death in 1025. The autocephalous Bulgarian Patriarchate was subordinated to the Ecumenical Patriarch in Constantinople and downgraded to an archbishopric centered in Ohrid, while retaining its autonomy and dioceses. Basil appointed the Bulgarian John I Dobranyan as its first archbishop, but his successors were Byzantines. The Bulgarian aristocracy and Tsars' relatives were given various Byzantine titles and transferred to the Asian parts of the empire. Despite hardships, the Bulgarian language, literature, and culture survived. Surviving period texts refer to and idealize the Bulgarian Empire. Most of the newly conquered territories were included in the themes Bulgaria, Sirmium, and Parastrian. As the Byzantine Empire declined under Basil's successors, invasions of Pechenegs and rising taxes contributed to increasing discontent, which resulted in several major uprisings in 1040–41, the 1070s, and the 1080s. The initial center of the resistance was the theme of Bulgaria in what is now Macedonia, where the massive uprising of Peter Delian and the uprising of Georgi Vojta took place. Both were quelled with great difficulty by Byzantine authorities. These were followed by rebellions in Parastrian and Thrace. During the Komnenian Restoration and the temporary stabilization of the Byzantine Empire in the first half of the 12th century, the Bulgarians were pacified and no major rebellions took place until later in the century.